So we can literally ask ourselves, how can we make weight loss easier? Or how can we control our hunger easier? One of the ways that we can do this is by changing our food environment. And in fact, this is something that I use a lot in my day-to-day life and recommend that people do very frequently. So what is a food environment? What is a food environment? A food environment is simply being basically anytime you have food around you. This could be your household, this could be your overall job, it could be when you're driving somewhere, what food is available for yourself, if you have access to good groceries, if there's like grocery stores near you, that could be part of your food environment. Food environment is very, very holistic and it looks a lot of different ways, but usually the context I look at changing your food environment to hopefully control your hunger is through what you can do at home. So let's talk about having a food environment at home. Maybe if for somebody who's eating treats in our day-to-day life, one of the things you can do is make those treats really hard to see. In addition to this, not bringing in unhealthy food is a really, really good thing to do. But again, you might be somebody who does want to treat now or again, and that's totally okay. It's all in moderation. But for myself personally, I find that just not bringing that food in the house altogether is a great way to control my hunger and help me to lead me to those weight loss goals for myself, of course. But another thing you can do if you don't want to completely get rid of them, as I just mentioned, is trying to make them hard to see. So I'll give you a prime example. One of my professors who I had in my nutrition courses in college, she was a very small individual, and what she actually did to change her food environment, anytime she had a treat, she would place it on a very high object. This was usually a very high stool, or something she would need a stool to get up to, I should say, where basically she had to reach all the way up there to get it. And that's already one thing. So she would literally need a stool to get this treat. That's changing her in food environments, making it tougher to get it. But to also make it even tougher on herself, she would take that stool and place it in the basement. So literally every time she would want a treat or dessert, she would really, really have to work for it. And I think this is powerful and can be applied to a lot of your lives as well. Just try to find ways that make your treats harder to see. You don't even have to go to that extent. I myself personally just put them kind of in a lower cabinet, right? And basically just put it at the back of the cabinet. So I literally have to think to myself, oh, I'm wanting a treat. Now I'm gonna go for it. So that's a different way you can look at it. Another way to control your hunger better is also just by having healthier snacks available for you when you are very, very busy through your day. So this is something that a lot of people don't think, oh, I don't have time to eat healthy, or oh, I'm, need something good, right? Have those healthy snacks. So this could be something like maybe a protein bar, some cottage cheese, maybe you just have pre-portioned small meals, some chicken breasts and some veggies, just accessible for yourself. Make them quick, make them easy, because if you have them quick and easy, you're going to be leaning towards those versus those other foods, those kind of granola bars, which don't really make us full. They ultimately usually make us very, very hungry. I also, too, am a big proponent of packing food when you're going out. So if you have a really long day at work, of course, this is something you always hear, pack your lunches, don't go out to eat. It's so true, though. It's so true. And you can also monitor what you're eating, so putting in those good nutrients for yourself. But at the same time, it is a great way to just control your hunger, because usually when you're going out to eat, a lot of people, they're not eating the best of food. You're going to be smelling things that kind of induce hunger a lot more, and it's just really setting you up for failure. Also, too, talk to your support about kind of what you're going through. So if you are somebody who is living with other people and they're always bringing in unhealthy food, or they're always, wanting you to go out to eat, try to talk to them about it and have an honest conversation and say, hey, I'm really trying to look after my health, and it's pretty difficult and kind of challenging to do so in this current environment. So you don't want them to change completely, but just letting them know that you're trying to make a change can sometimes kind of make them ease off the gas pedal a little bit. Maybe they won't ask you to go out for drinks every single day. Another thing that I do occasionally when I'm trying to change my weight loss environment is still have those treats that we were talking about, right? But I would do this technique called the one bite and done, or a couple bites and done, where basically you have that treat in the house, you take one bite, take maybe 2-3 bites if you're really feeling it, and then immediately just open the garbage, throw it away. It's gone. It's done. That's it. This is something that I use very frequently in my life, especially if I'm really in the mood for a sweet tooth things, so like cookies, cakes, candies, etc. But I know that that's going to make me hungrier. I'll just have one bite of it, maybe another bite if I'm really enjoying it, and then immediately just toss it away. You can also break stuff in half if you have really good self-control, so you can cut it in half and save it for later. That's another way you can kind of control your hunger with your food environment. And the last thing I wanted to mention on this aspect is taking out versus eating out. So if you are somebody who likes eating out, I'd highly recommend trying to do takeout more. I know sometimes it's nice to actually go out and have the experience of eating out, but if you're trying to maintain your weight, getting takeout from that food does one big thing, and that you won't be in the restaurant. You won't be tempted to buy a bunch of appetizers. You likely won't be tempted to get a bunch of alcohol or high sugar beverages on top of that. And then, of course, at the end of the overall meal, you want dessert, right? Because your waiter is good and they're selling it on you. So having takeout from a restaurant kind of alleviates some of those things that can ultimately induce you more hunger and kind of set you up for failure on your weight loss goals.